Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Texas A&M Aggies and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
On the banks of the Olentangy River, the Horseshoe is one of the most iconic venues in all of sports. Over 100,000 people strong, the Ohio State Buckeyes might have the best home field advantage in all of college sports. These fans are ready to rock and showcase their Buckeyes this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Texas A&M Aggies kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Pressure coming. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Takes the easy one to the back. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Unloads quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. There's some room. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's Reed to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Might be calling a hot route. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Say it. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turn wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Julian with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Roberts. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Jackson.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Throwing, say it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-3. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. They start the season in the top 10, ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit, but talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch in this Aggies offense, especially the passing attack. Still going to be tough to stop.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Now here's Reed. Escapes the pressure going right. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Running inside, it's Jackson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Say it. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Might have a chance. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. Looks as if he's going to run it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Reed. Here's a heat. Being chased. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job. There's no gain on the play. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Touchdown, Aggies! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. I mean, seriously, what do you do against this guy? He is everything you want in a quarterback.
And you can prepare for him all week, and you can put a wide receiver at quarterback to be scouting, but you just can't replicate a guy that can buy time, scramble around, break tackles, and then all of a sudden chuck the ball down the field and make you pay. Just too elite of a playmaker. You just got to find a way to get him on the ground early when you get those opportunities.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense changing the play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Sayin to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Open downfield, it's Smith.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
Sayin on the play action. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Booster, booster.
Back to pass. It's Sayin. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Again, it's Sayin. Forced out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Wide receiver going in motion. Lined up in the gun on third down, Sayin. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting a terrible field position.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for space. It's Owens. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, and he's got enough for the first down, and now this offense might have a chance to do something. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Finding an escape route. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Throwing Reed. Quickly complete. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with North Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Mean Green, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Going to the run to start this second half. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moves right down the field and put it in the end zone. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like, coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Send the tight end in motion. Say it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
From the gun on third down, say it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Smashes through the tackle. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Owens. There's a little room there. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Reed to throw. Buying some time. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds the tight end.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined there. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
In the gun, third down, Reed. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Aggies. And that one will give him the lead.
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Trying to beat the D deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback may change this route. Throwing, say it. Quarterback now breaking the field. This time it's complete. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Creates a little space. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown! With that score, number one might be staggering.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Reed. Got his man on the right. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Again, it's Reed. Quick completion on the out. Quick step and go. Makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, Aggies! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Aggies get it right back.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. Running inside, it's Jackson. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Making side adjustments here. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, after allowing a touchdown on the last drive, this
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Sayin. Finds us back in the middle. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Here's Sayin to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Steps away. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
The run inside. It's Jackson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points. And this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback making checks. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead. The Buckeyes with an answer.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Number 96 set to kick this one off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Throwing Reed. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Reed to the air again. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
Reed. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. trying to cut through it. He'll pull it down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4, they'll go for it on 4th down. 4th down, Reed. Across the 45. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It doesn't get much bigger than that. On the road, 4th quarter, 4th down, and you're trailing. Nothing there initially. He's able to escape by time and then go pick up the first with his legs.
Here's Reed to throw. Oh, they're after him. And it's incomplete into the end zone, and that's going to do it. That puts a wrap on this one. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.